welcome to Pittsburgh City Council Standing Committee meeting of Monday, December 23rd, 2019. Our first order of business is public comment. Members of the public who want to come before council, you'll be giving 3 minutes. I want to remind everyone that the rules of council state that comment is limited to matters of concern, official action, or deliberation which are or may be before council. Profanity will not be permitted and or will be maintained at all times. First speaker, please.
Dr. Ronald N. Miller, Shadyside and Oakland, Global Intelligence Society candidate for President 2020, globalintelligencesociety.org. Concerns of council are facts for funding the city government and the city pre-university system of education. Pittsburgh taxes fund the budgets of the Pittsburgh city government and the Pittsburgh public school system. The budget of the Pittsburgh city government, PCG, is controlled by the offices of mayor and council. The budget of the public school system, PPS, is not controlled by the offices of mayor and council. The PCG budget allots the office of mayor, who is elected by the people of Pittsburgh, more than $100,000 a year. The PPS budget allots the office of superintendent, not elected by the people of Pittsburgh, over $200,000 in salary. Recently, the PCG mayor, Mr. Peduto, has been publicly critical of PPS fiscal affairs. The PPS superintendent, Dr. Anthony Hamlet, seems impervious to this controversy. I think that one is commandeered by the powerlessness of the office, that is the mayor, and the other has a commanding position to defy whatever it is that the PCG government thinks is best in the situation. What I think should be done is that the mayor should quiet down about PPS difficulties fiscally, and rather, with you all, should pressure Harrisburg, as Michael Bloomberg did Albany, to transfer power to the office of mayor. In other words, the PPS is run by the office of mayor in conjunction with the council. Dr. Hamlet, I think, should stop meandering around and should do a Marsalis, Wynton Marsalis, the trumpet player. Marsalis would go, and he still does, to classes and sit in the class and encourage trumpet players to do better. I think Hamlet should go to middle school classes, especially to help give inspiration to especially black boys who are in middle school and in trouble.
Next speaker, please.
My name is Yvonne F. Brown. I live in the Hill District. Now, when he spoke, Dr. Miller spoke about what Hamlin should do. We had Dr. Thompson that did these things. He went into the schools. Them kids loved him. They got rid of him. You know, they cried here. I was here when he said I was the first one fired, first one hired, first one fired. Them children were crying. They showed him his report and said, you said we could do it. We could do it, Dr. Thompson. See, and another thing you need to realize is this. The reason why I'm so hard on this council, I want you to realize I've been coming here for, over 20 years. When I first came, that unscrupulous councilwoman, Miss Valerie McDonald, used to start the meeting, and maybe 2, 3 people. That's when I started saying, where's the rules? Because if there's 9, I know there's got to be 5. You remember, Miss Harris, you used to try to start the meeting. You remember you said the meeting, I said 5, and make you wait till 5 came in here. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. It's because none of you have stood up for anything that I said, any problem that I have, say, come to you, none of you. But when Jim Furlow was here. He did. I asked for the books. Linda Watson kept saying, we don't have the books. He said, come on. You made special places for the books. They don't even put them out. They made a podium. How many thousands of dollars to make this podium that they then moved? That's where the sergeant at arms, you're supposed to be sitting outside, sir, when they don't have the meetings. Well, they moved that. They just moved it. But they made a special podium for it. I'm looking at all of you, because you say one thing. You're like, like Indians talk about white women with split tongues, because you say one thing and do another. I'm telling you, I'm 73. When I look at you, you leave a lot to be desired. You know why? Because you say one thing, you do another. You are liars, and will admit it. As what did President call? I did it. It was smiling. That's why I went to Miss Harris. Miss Harris, did he ever say I hate you? And you said, oh. Remember I begged you, Miss Harris, tell the truth. You said, yes. He lied that day in front of all. I didn't say anything. And not me. And then to take me downstairs, when I'm downstairs, to tell me. So you see, he says one thing and does another. Another problem I had. We had that meeting up there at the church. Was Miss Gross there? I don't remember seeing her. Was she there? I don't remember seeing her. And then I hear on the news when they talk about the meeting, Miss Gross. Who is this Miss Gross? You didn't even come to the meeting, but they'll run to you and ask you questions. Hey, mistreating her like she's a queen. She's a councilwoman like you. And I expect to be treated like a human being when I come down here.
Next speaker, please. Next speaker, please. Seeing no speakers, we ask clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Coghill. Mrs. Harris. President Kraus.
Here.
Mr. Lavelle. Mr. O'Connor. Mrs. Kell Smith.
Here.
Reverend Burgess.
Here.
7 members present.
All right, that takes us to Finance and Law Committee, which I am the chair. We have one supplemental new paper.
Bill 2421, ordinance amending and supplementing the Pittsburgh Code of Ordinances at Title II, Fiscal Article 9, Property Taxes, exemption for residential improvement, and Chapter 267, exemption for industrial and commercial improvements to change the effective date to April 1st, 2020.
Need a motion?
Motion to approve.
Need a second? Any conversation? No conversation. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Invoices on the table. Need a motion for the invoices.
Motion to approve.
Need a second? Second. Any conversation about the invoices? Seeing no conversation, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Interdepartmental transfers also in front of you. I need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Need a second? Any conversation about the transfers? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. That takes us to the P-cards approvals, also on the table. Need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Need a second? Any conversations about the P-cards? No conversation about the P-cards. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Take us to Land Use and Economic Development Committee. Ms. Gross is the chair. We have a supplemental new paper.
Bill 2418, ordinance amended the Pittsburgh Code Title IX zoning Article 1, zoning map by changing from LNC, local neighborhood commercial, to P, parks, property with frontage on East Carson Street, 12th Street, and Roland Way in the 17th Ward.
Need a motion.
Motion to send to Planning Commission for review and recommendation.
Second.
Second, any conversation? No conversation. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. I will read our announcements, then I'll ask for motions and resolutions, discussion from the members, and I'll say something about Christmas, and then we will be dismissed. Council's final meeting of 2019 is next Monday, December 30th at 10 a.m. There'll be no standing committees meetings. City Council will hold its swearing in and reorganization ceremony on Monday, January 6, 2020 at 10 a.m. There'll be no other meetings that week. Our first full regular meeting of City Council will be Tuesday, January 14th at 10 a.m. Members. Ms. Harris.
Yeah, I'd just like to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah and a very Merry Christmas and not Happy New Year yet because we will be here before New Year's. So, and any other holidays that you might have.
Anyone else? I will use this moment to do a couple things. I want to thank President Kraus and for the members for letting me serve as finance chair for the last 2 years. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve, and hopefully we have been a blessing and a support to all members of council. Second of all, since this perhaps may be my last time in leadership at council, I want to at least use this moment to say something. When I was very young, in my neighborhood, the women would come out every morning and sweep off the porch. My mother would be one of those women. And usually I would help my mother sweep off the porch. And in the summertime, she would invite the kids from the neighborhoods to come and help her. And she would give each of the kids a quarter for helping her sweep off the porch and the sidewalk. And she did this for several weeks. And one day, I asked her, I said, Mom, you know, I'm your son. You know, I'm helping you every day, and you're giving all these other people quarters. You know, why am I not getting anything? And she told me something I'll never forget. My mom said that you have me always. I'm your mother. Your father and I make sure that you have. Many of these children don't have fathers, some do not have mothers. And for some of them, this quarter is all they have. And so remember, in life, your lot in life, our lot in life, is to try to give back to other people and be a blessing to others. And so my mother taught me that lesson when I was very young, and I have tried to live by it. I really believe, especially at this season, it's not about getting, it's about how much you can give and be a blessing to other people. I believe that's the true meaning of the holidays, and I try to live by that. Hopefully all of us, at least at this time, will also try to live by that endeavor. Mom is in heaven somewhere smiling, but Mom, I'm still trying to learn the lessons you taught me as a little boy. Well, happy holidays to everyone, and I will see everyone not quite in the new year, but certainly after Christmas. If there is no other conversation, we need a motion to approve the minute, excuse the absent members, and adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Need a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposers, nay. We are adjourned.